Podcast.
Boom! Have no fear, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Biggity boom. Have no fear, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is in the place to be. On today's banging I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Gelo Ball, brother of Lonzo and LaMelo Ball, signed a $13 million record deal at Def Jam Records, Def Jam Music, the same place that put out the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, LL Cool J, and Public Enemy. What the heck is going on in the world? Plus, the sick freaks of the week are back on the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. The sick freaks of the week are back, and 60 Minutes, the once prestigious news show, shame on you. I bury 60 Minutes. Ed Bradley, Easy Ed Bradley, and Morley Schaefer are somewhere kicking and screaming. All that and more in a high-flying, fully disruptive I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming up right now. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Bleach Brothers, a.k.a. the Dust Brothers. Start this puppy off with something real nice. Siggy, start this puppy off with something real loud. But most importantly, start this puppy off with something real funky. It's an I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Lickety, let's go, baby.
I Am Rapaport Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Higgity, have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is in the place to be. Boom! Welcome to the Iron Zone of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Sultan of Sniff, a.k.a. the Disruptive Warrior, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the Raging Bullshitter. You are now rocking with the very, very best. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct. Welcome, 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 welcome. I love my desk. Look at my desk. I make that puppy go all the way up where we could just creep below. Oh, I got to use this a little more. Or we're going downtown. We're going downtown. I could do it all with this desk. Hope everybody's feeling real good. Hope everybody's feeling real safe. Hope everybody is feeling really sane. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast in the place to be. And I truly hope everybody is okay. There's so much going on all over the world. I, for one, know that, I put out a lot. I am a true blue disruptive warrior. And I know that I go on full tilt a lot. And even the last, I'd say 72 hours, for me, I had to be like, yo, I just, so much going on with these California fires. I'm saying California, Pasadena, Altadena, Pacific Palisades, up into Malibu and all over California. So sad and so stressful. And, everybody that knows somebody in Los Angeles knows at least a person who lost everything, if not multiple people. Can't reiterate how sorry I am that this has all happened. I know that I am praying for everybody out there, their safety, their sanity. I just can't imagine going through something like that, regardless of what you have monetarily or not have monetarily, to lose all your stuff, to lose your home, to lose your place of rest, especially people with kids, people with dogs, people without kids, people without dogs, pets. It's just a horrifying thing. I was also talking to somebody the other day. There's so many workers, whether it be babysitters, housekeepers, gardeners, so many people that bust their ass working for people all across all these places, not just in the Pacific Palisades, but all over the place. The beginning of 2025 has just not been great. We're not even 15 days in as of the recording of this I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're not even 15 days into 2025 yet. And it's been crazy, and we can't forget about the horrible situation that happened in New Orleans, and obviously everything that's going on in Israel. And they're talking about possible hostage negotiation and hostage release. Maybe what a miracle would it be if that happened by the time I put out this I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, because once again, they're saying it's imminent, but you never know. And I just really hope everybody is able to compartmentalize their stress, because I feel like everybody is going to be stressed one way or another. And if you could compartmentalize and step in and out of the ring, because it is an exhausting time to be alive right now. I appreciate everybody watching the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. You can listen to the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. And of course, like I said, you could watch the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. You could watch the full episodes on my YouTube page at Michael Rapaport, at Michael Rapaport. You could see me, you could hear me, you could sometimes see little speckles of spit coming out when I'm screaming and yelling, when I'm ranting and raving. You could actually, because we shoot it in 4K, beautiful 4K, and you could see the speckles of spit just shoot out. And if you're going to turn something on, why not turn that on? Damn it. I mean, there's so many things you could be watching, scrolling, and doing, but why not turn on and see me spit in real time during a museum quality I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast? Let's get to it. I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. So much to discuss. First of all, you know who's super happy about the attention being off them and being focused on California? You know who is very, very happy? Puff Daddy. Nobody has said the name Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, Diddy, P. Diddy, in the last week. I know that motherfucker is like, let me breathe. And you know who's also happy is Luigi. Where's Luigi? Where is Luigi? I haven't heard a word about Luigi, that psychopath, Luigi Mangione, who of course was arrested fleeing. But Puff Daddy and Luigi are like, deal with the fires, deal with California. I need a break. So I haven't heard. The other day somebody said, where's Luigi? And I was like, where is Luigi? Where is Luigi? Where is Diddy? Those guys are apparently freezing their asses off. They are freezing their asses off in Brooklyn jail, in a jail in Brooklyn. Let me tell you something. Brooklyn right now, New York City, is cold. I mean, it's not like, 1979, 1983 super duper icebox cold where it's all day 3 degrees, where the high is like 29 degrees, but it's cold. And I can imagine those beds in the Brooklyn jail system are gotta be just icy, and sitting down on those metal toilets, that's gotta hurt. And like, if you're taking a shower, if you do dare to take a shower while you're locked up, Luigi and Puff Daddy, is the water cold? Like, is it just like, oh man, it's gotta be tough. And I say this all the time. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Diggity, don't do it. Obviously, they both have not been convicted of their alleged crimes yet, but I was, going, what's going on with Diddy and Luigi? And of course, there's been all this discussion about what's happening in California with Gavin with the good hair. Gavin with the good hair Newsom. We've been calling you Gavin with the good hair, Mr. Hand Gestures. They ask him a question, he starts going into these gestures. Well, you see, you're not running for 6th grade class president. Them days are over. You're like, you listen, well, and he did, one person, he was doing like this. He was like doing like this, and he's like doing like a whole like thing. He was like, I'm surprised he didn't just, Gavin with the good hair, with the hair gel, little Nancy's nephew. Gavin with the good hair Newsom. You thought you were going to be president. You're never, ever, ever going to be president, Gavin, with the good hair. I don't care how slicked back it is. I don't care, like you got your aviator glasses and you stand up straight. And I'm Gavin with the good hair, little Nancy's good old little nephew. Aunt Nancy, she told me this, and she told me when you're speaking, I speak with my hands, and sometimes I start doing shoulder gestures. You have overseen two of the most important cities in California, and you've ran them, nosedived them into the ground. San Francisco is apocalyptic. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes. You ran that gorgeous, iconic, totally unique American city into the ground. It's a dump pot, a cesspool. I've seen it with my own eyes. Why you did this, why you let this happen, I don't care what the reason or rationale is. You did it. Beautiful, fantastic San Francisco, here I come. Why would anybody want to go to San Francisco now? It's scary. The shopping, the whole deal, you ruined the whole place. Needle Park, San Francisco, and you turned Los Angeles. That's one of the reasons I was going to leave anyway, because I'm a native New Yorker. I feel comfortable in New York. But you let Los Angeles turn into a dump hole also. It's dirty. There's homeless people everywhere. I've seen it with my own eyes. Just got back. Go up Vine Street, Cahuenga. Go into the bridges, go to downtown Los Angeles is shame on you. That's a shanda, Gavin with the good hair. The homelessness and drug use in San Francisco, the dirt, the crime, the catch and release in California, and now these fires, the Los Angeles fires that will... You, the city, your state was woefully and pathetically unprepared for. And you keep talking about, we need to learn from our mistakes. Get the out of here. You don't get any more mistakes. There's no more mistakes for you. You're done. You're fired. Grease your hair back, slick it back, put on your aviator glasses, and get the out of here. So many people have been affected, lives ruined, lives lost. This is on you. You're the governor. You want a Trump-proof California, fire-proof California. You're done. Sign your papers and your resignation. Go back to working for Aunt Nancy. I'm sure Aunt Nancy could give you a good job. Be a chaperone for Aunt Nancy. With your hands and your gestures and all that shit, Gavin with the goodie. Get the out of here. You're done. What else is going on in California? To stay on California, 68 arrests of people trying to break and enter. B&E, breaking and entering. Trying to rob people's homes in the fire-affected areas. You rob people in fire-ridden neighborhoods, and they got two of these animals. Sick freaks. Matter of fact, Miles Jordan, let me get the Sick Freak of the Week theme song. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, you hear it.
This is an award that is earned, not given. Earned, not given. It's
You
called
hear
Sick
it.
Fuck.
Loud and clear. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, the Sick Freak of the Week, formerly known as the Sick Fuck of the Week, but we're branching out. The Sick Freak of the Week is the gentrified version of the formerly Sick Fuck of the Week segment. You guys asked for it. In 2024, I got complaint after complaint. Mike Rap, we know there's a lot going on. We know you like to diversify the podcast. We know that you like to ebb and flow. We know that as much as you are a podcaster, you're an artiste. But you said, Mike Rap, Gringo Mandingo, Inflamed Ashkenazi, we need more Sick freaks of the week. And like I said, formerly known as the sick of the week. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast award-winning segment. This is an award that is earned, not given. Award that is earned, but not given. 2 sick freaks in California dressed up impersonating firemen. Impersonating firemen. While the city burns, trying to get into neighborhoods to rob and steal, were caught. These are the ones that are caught. You sick animals. You know how sick you have to be to dress up like a fireman? You're getting multiple charges. Other sick freaks of the week. 2 inmates on death row, that got commutations from Cadaver Joe Biden. They got their sentences changed from death penalties, to, life in prison. They rejected them. They're like, yo, I'm out. Don't come in here screwing up my plans. I'm done, Cadaver Joe. I am done. So I don't know how this is going to play itself out. If this is going to have to go to court or what the situation is. It's unprecedented. It's unprecedented. But 2 people that were set to be lethally injected have got their sentences reduced to life in prison. They said, nah, we want that needle. We want that needle. Yo, I don't know if they should be sick freaks of the week or just the wildest cowboys ever. They're like, we are finished. We are finito. Final sick freak of the week on a flight from Boston. Once again, I don't know what happened, what this person was on. I don't know if they were on that booger sugar. I don't know if they were on that candy. I don't know if they were on those sleeping pills. But a guy traveling from a flight out of Boston, once again, tried to open the door. And where was Air Marshal Mike? I wasn't on that flight, but you know how I get down. Google me. Google Michael Rapaport saves plane. That's all you got to Google. Michael Rapaport saves plane. If somebody's messing with the door and I'm on the plane, I showed and proved, I let you know that I'm about that life. But a flight from Boston a few days ago, somebody tried to open the door, and of course, other passengers, they jumped in there and they tackled him like Ray Lewis, like Jack Lambert, like Ronnie Lott. You see somebody messing with the door on a plane, don't ask questions. Get on that Harry Carson, that Mike Ditka, okay, that Mel Blunt, that Joe Klecko, that Mark Gastineau. Sack them. Ask questions later. Anyway, I Am Rapaport, sick freaks of the week. I told you 2025 I would be back, and here we are. What else is going on? Gelo ball. Gelo ball gonna fake it till he makes it one way or another. Gelo ball. I always felt like they jerked Gelo ball. They were like, Lonzo made it to the league, he deserved it. LaMelo Ball, he made it to the league, he deserved it. Gelo ball, I never seen him play enough to judge or not judge, but I would imagine that he should have at least, listen, if Bronny James is in the NBA, Gelo ball, from what I've seen, is way better than Bronny James. No disrespect. Gelo ball just got signed to Def Jam Records. Def Jam Records. How the mighty have fallen. Def Jam Records. The first of the first. Def Jam. Rick Rubin. Russell Simmons. Kicking and screaming somewhere. Got to be going, what happened? This is the label that launched Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, to name a few, have signed Gelo ball to a $13 million deal to record new music. And I say, LaVar Ball, we got to give you Father of the Year. I need a symposium. I need a 30 for 30 on LaVar Ball, the Gronkowski dad, the Kels dad, and John Jones's dad, who's got the two other brothers that play in the NFL. I need to sit them guys down, and I need like a sperm count. I need to test their blood. Because they have created goon after successful goon after successful goon, one way or another. Gelo Ball, I heard your music. I heard your brother's music, Lonzo, and I went after him. His music was garbage. Glad to see Lonzo back. He just got inserted back into the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. I am happy that he's healthy and playing basketball at a high level once again, because he has been through injury after injury. I have also said that LaMelo Ball should have gotten drafted by the Golden State Warriors. LaMelo Ball right now, playing with the Golden State Warriors, is exactly what they don't have. A tall, passing, unselfish, three-point shooting, light skin. They love a light-skinned shooter with the Splash Brothers. Man, Klay Thompson gone. He would have been a fantastic Golden State Warrior. And I have to say, I think the reason why they drafted James Wiseman, oh, I don't even know if he's in the league anymore. I think he's still with Detroit, over LaMelo Ball, was because of the dad, LaVar Ball. But LaVar was right. I need to get a t-shirt that says LaVar was right. LaVar Ball was right. A big baller brand, your sneakers were trash, but you got to keep on going. You got to keep on going. Listen, we never said the guy was a sneaker salesman, but he knows how to raise young men. Two of them are in the NBA, and one of them just got signed to Def Jam Records, Gelo Ball, and he put out a piece of garbage. Yo, Gelo Ball, no disrespect, your music is straight doo-dee. It's so bad it's good. I don't know what Def Jam Records thinks they're going to get from you. And I want you to succeed, my man. I want you to succeed. But he got a $13 million deal. Do you know that Grandmaster Caz is somewhere going, I don't know what I done did. How did Gelo Ball get a $13 million deal? I know that there's other rappers are scratching their head going, they gave this bum $13 million for that nonsense, jibber jabber, okie dokie 1, 2, 3, pot calling the kettle black, Dr. Seuss rapping it's not even rap music. Lonzo Ball's music is better than Gelo Ball's music, but it's 2025, baby. I had to listen to it. Gelo Ball, your music is garbage, but yo, salute you. Salute you, but Def Jam Records. Did it have to be Def Jam? That's like getting signed to Motown. Literally. Def Jam Records is like the Motown of hip hop. Did it have to be Def Jam? There probably was a bidding war. Yo, we need the next heat from Gelo Ball. That was a conversation. The music industry is crazy. Post Malone, talented, Jelly Roll, and Gelo Ball. This is the three biggest names in music right now. Post Malone, who I know he makes good songs. Jelly Roll, who I know is beloved. And Gelo Ball. Whatever, do your thing. Do your thing. Gelo Ball, salute, congratulations, $13 million. I can't wait to hear what his next bag of bullshit, big bag of trash. But do your thing, and shout out to LaVar Ball for just, raising, we need to hear from Gelo. I know Lonzo and LaMelo, they take care of them. They're making so much money. But Gelo Ball was like, I'm getting my comeuppance. I am getting my comeuppance. I just never would have thought that his comeuppance would have come up through Def Jam music. What else is going on? I saw a quote. I don't know if this is true or not true, or if he actually said it. It was written, so you never know. I don't care if it's sports. I don't care if it's pop culture gossip. I don't care what it is. If you see something that says so-and-so was quoted as saying, you need to fact check it, double fact check it, and triple fact check it, because you never know what, where, who, what, anything is, where it's come from, if it's valid, if it was AI. I mean, I'm hearing this AI stuff is unbelievable. I'm looking forward to AI. I got to be honest. I see these robots. They got these Elon Musk robots. I see they're training them. I seen Kim Kardashian had one. I think 2 Chainz had a robot. Elon, can I test run one of these robots? I was watching a reality TV show the other day with my wife. We were watching Traitors. If you're looking for a good, fun reality TV show, Traitors on Peacock, season 3. So good. We watched the first 3 episodes the other day, like we were watching The Godfather 1 and The Godfather 2. We shut the lights. We put our phones downstairs. We set the blankets right. We went to the bathroom beforehand and we watched 3 hours, 3 episodes of Traitors season 3. And we were mesmerizing. Fantastic television. It's so good. Traitors season 3, so fantastic. In between episode 2 and 3, we went downstairs, got ourselves some kettle corn, brought it up, ate quietly, because you could crunch when you're eating kettle corn. But we didn't want the crunches to interrupt or disturb anything that was being said on Traitors season 3. Fantastic television show. Fantastic reality show. So good. One of the things that I always watch, I've always recorded, and I would be remiss if I didn't discuss it here, this last episode of 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes, the once prestigious go-to CBS news program, 60 Minutes, which has been on for, I think, 60 years. Literally. How the mighty have fallen. 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes, I record every single episode. I've at least skimmed through to see if every single episode in the last 20, 25 years is something that I want to watch. If I don't watch at least one story or the entire show, 60 Minutes, shame on you. How the mighty have fallen. I watched 60 Minutes this week after football, in between the Real Housewives of Potomac, and they had their lead story on the fires in California, which was probably put to the front. Obviously, it was put to the front, and because it was pressing news. And they did a good job of articulating what had happened to a couple of families in Altadena. 60 Minutes, a once prestigious go-to source of news. Shut it down, you propaganda piece of shit. Hamas-loving, terrorist-loving bullshit. And I was going to add clips from their story that they did on the war in Gaza that was started October 7th because Hamas terrorists, we know why. We know why and how this war was started. And I was going to show clips from the 60 Minutes piece that I'm talking about right now. But why would I give context to a story that gave no context? Why would I give 60 Minutes the grace and respect of giving context to the story, the smear campaign that they did against Jews in Israel, when they gave Jews in Israel who have been under siege for 15 months? You get no clips. You get no clips. I'm not showing any of your stuff. I'm going to tell you what 60 Minutes did. 60 Minutes did a story on Gaza and the missiles and the bombs that have been given and paid for. They actually made it seem like they're just given, like, America's giving Israel the bombs, and it's just like candy. They paid for the weapons. They didn't say that, but they talked about how it was reported this week that the death toll in Gaza is up to 70,000. They didn't give any proof. They didn't give any reference. They didn't give any facts or details. They said this news source reported that the death toll could be up to 70,000. Based on what? Based on who? Who did that come from? That came from the terrorist that broke into Israel on October 7th, the Gaza Ministry of Health, aka Hamas. So the people that broke into Israel on October 7th, 60 Minutes is quoting to give the death toll. And they talked about the weapons that are being supplied to Israel by the United States and how the United States is essentially responsible for Israel attacking, fighting back, destroying, eliminating Hamas with unprecedented care, going out of their way to do every single thing they possibly can. They never mention any of this 60 minutes. Ed Bradley and Morley Schaefer are kicking and screaming in their grave somewhere. They never mention who supplies Hamas. They never mention Iran. They always mention, America gives Israel this. America gives Israel that. How did Hamas get their weapons? How did Hamas get their weapons in the first place? Who's funding Hamas? You didn't explain that 60 minutes. You didn't explain, articulate that Israel has been attacked by Gaza, Hamas, every single day since October 7th. Not only from Hamas, but from everybody else in the area. And this is a produced story. You know, when you see 60 minutes, it's not like it looks seamless. This is a produced story that probably has like 50 hours of footage. And they cut it down, they cut it down, they cut it down. They take sound bites, they do interviews, and they cut it down, they cut it down. They go to B-roll over interviews, and they compress the interview. I've done this. It's like making a documentary, a mini documentary. That segment's like a mini documentary, a smear campaign. And 60 minutes during this story, one of the people who was interviewed, who I'm not going to show in this clip, because again, why would I give 60 minutes the respect of giving context to their bullshit smear campaign when they gave Israel and Jews no respect in their bullshit smear campaign? They had some guy was up there saying that the hostage deal could have been taken care of. The war could have never started within the 3-week period before Israel even started bombing. 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks. They're lucky it took 3 weeks. After October 7th, it was 3 weeks before Israel did anything. So what was Hamas going to do? Did they ever go, hey, we f***ed up? Did Hamas go, oh, we messed up. We're sorry we did this. Here's the hostages. No, they didn't do that. They didn't do that, did they? Have they still done that? No, they haven't done that. What's Israel supposed to do? Not smack them down and teach them the lesson to leave Israel and leave Jews the alone? Israel's not supposed to fight back. Israel has the right to fight back 60 minutes. And Israel has the right to kick ass when fighting back. And Israel has the right to eradicate Hamas once and for all. And Israel has the right to eradicate Iran, who's funding this shit once and for all. I'm not showing clips or references or quotes from the 60-minute story because, like I said, they didn't give clips or reference Israel in their bullshit story. And the whole thing was landed. The last line of this smear campaign on 60 Minutes is some guy, I don't give a who he is. I don't even care to share who he is. Some guy on the 60 Minute story said, when asked, when will it end? He said, it'll end when Israel and Netanyahu want it to end. That's when it's going to end. It's going to end when Israel and Netanyahu want it to end. How about when Hamas stops bombing Israel every day? Iran stops bombing Israel every day. The Houthis, Yemen, stop bombing Israel every day. And the hostages get released. That's when it'll end. When you leave Israel the alone 60 minutes, it'll end when you leave Israel the alone 60 minutes. Ed Bradley and Morley Schaefer are somewhere going, what the happened? Shame on you, 60 Minutes. And shame on CBS for putting that bullshit out there. And whoever the producer is, shame on you too. That motherfucker probably win another Emmy. 60 Minutes wins Emmy after Emmy. But you know what? I got an Emmy too, you You're not the only one with an Emmy. I got an Emmy too, asshole. So 60 Minutes and your bullshit show. I'll take this Emmy and stuff it up Hamas's ass. I'm done. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm done. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Bleach Brothers, a.k.a. the Just Brothers. Take me at it with something real nice. Take me at it with something real loud. But most importantly, end this puppy with something real funky. It's I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm out.
I Am Rapaport Podcast.